Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Cheltenham Racecourse here on Saturday. It is the 29th of January 2022. It's Cheltenham Festival Preview Day, and we're going to look at all the stakes races, the graded races on the program from Cheltenham. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Get 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And remember to go check out my Pegasus preview from Gulfstream. Some great racing today, and I love Cheltenham, and we're very close to the festival. Only about 6 weeks ahead away from that, and I just can't wait for that. And for some reason, when I think of Cheltenham, I think the beginning of spring and just this warmer weather coming again here in New York City, because here in the States, in New York, we're getting a really bad snowstorm today, so it's going to be a good day to sit home and watch these good races, but can't wait for the festival. Great preview. Let's get to it right now. We're going to look at races 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So races the 12:45, the 1:55, the 2:30, the 3:05, and the 3:40. Let's get to it right now. Some exciting horses. Starting off with the second race at 12:45, which is the Grade 2 JCB Triumph Trial Juvenile Hurdle. It's a Grade 2 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $81,000. Races for juvenile 4-year-olds here. We have a field of 8 horses entered to go the distance of ground here of 3,400 meters, or 2 miles and 1/8 over the hurdle course. I'm going to take the 1-horse ICO as a top selection. Let's go 174 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 174 Tri-Cash Trifecta, top selection 1-horse ICO. 4-year-old gelding by Coastal Path. Harry Coben's on this one for Paul Nichols. The horse's most recent outing came 27th of December, Kempton. 2 miles in a Class 2 juvenile hurdle, and the horse won by 17 lengths with the blinkers on. First start with the new connections, first start in the UK. This horse romped that day. He settled well early, he jumped well, quickened up nicely, and was just a lukewarm 2.5 and 1 favorite. He kept going. Coming here today, stakes quality horses, Cheltenham, shouldn't be a problem. I think he's run much the best figures to keep up with these horses. Before that, he ran the 28th of August at the Ape, 2 miles in 1/8 in a juvenile hurdle there, and he won by 5.5 lengths, very low weight, but he took over the ground well, quickened up nicely, and just kept going. An all-around good race on a demanding place to jump around at times. Coming here today, like I said, I think he's run the best numbers here, and I think he's on the improve. 2-1, let's take him. Second likeliest winner, I think, is a 7-horse Pied Piper for Davy Russell. He started once over the hurdles. I came at Punchestown on New Year's Eve in a maiden juvenile hurdle, winning by a half length. He put on a show there. His races before in the Gosden Farm over the flat weren't bad at all. He's a decent flat horse. He's the kind of horse I wonder what Gordon Elliott would do. Would he run him over the flat in the summer for some of those staying races? Because he looks like he could do that also. But coming here, I think at 2-1, he's another very likely winner. But like I said, some of those flat races were very exciting for him. But here he is like for the second, the 12:45 from Cheltenham. It's the Grade 2 JCB Triumph Trial Juvenile Hurdle. Let's take the 1-horse ICO as a top selection. We'll give kudos to the 7-horse Pied Piper. 174 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Let's go 1-7 in the place pot. Over to race number 4 now, the 1:55. It's the Grade 3 Paddy Power Handicap Chase. It's a Grade 3 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $135,000. Race for 5-year-olds and upwards. We have 11 horses going the distance of ground here of 4,200 meters, or 2 miles and 5/8 over the hurdle course. My top selection here, we're going to go take the number 3 horse, Whatmore, as a top selection, or excuse me, Whatmore as a top selection. We'll go 310 and the Forecast Exacta. 310 Forecast Exacta, top selection 3 horse Whatmore. 10-year-old gelding here by Schiaparelli. Gets Patrick up in the saddle for Henry Dadley. The horse's most recent outing came the 20th of November at Newcastle. 2 miles 7/8 in a listed handicap chase, and he finished second by 2 3/4 lengths. That was 2020, I want to mention also very quickly. He's coming here off a year of refreshing. He stayed the trip well, but York Hill really put on a show and got the job done. But this horse was, keeping up. Coming here off the long refreshing, it's not the world's toughest race. He's up there in age, but I think he really gets back to some winning ways today. If he doesn't win today, I want to keep an eye on him for next start. 2-back ran Ascot in October 2020, 3 miles in the Grade 3 Sodexo Gold Cup. He finished second by 1 3/4 lengths. Again, he didn't win that day. He had a very low weight, but he outran his odds that day. Jumped well, quickened up nicely. Nothing bad about that race. And then we're here at the festival at Cheltenham in March of 2020, before the world went to hell. 2.5 miles in the listed novice handicap chase. Finished 4th by 13 lengths. He never weakened out of it, but never quickened up either. He just kind of plodded along. I thought it was a decent effort. And then before that, Kempton, 3 miles in the Grade 3 Betway handicap chase. Finished 4th by 4 lengths. He just couldn't get the good race there. But he's been close but no cigar in some of his recent races. It's been a while since he's raced, but it's been close but no cigar. Coming here at 7-1, he's very intriguing. I kept going back to him here. You also have to give kudos to the 10-horse Torn and Frayed. Sam Twist and Davies on this one for Nigel Twist and Davies. Most recently, they ran him at Haydock on heavy ground in a 2 mile 3/4 novice limited handicap chase. where he didn't finish the race. He pulled up out of it. He just couldn't keep up there on the very demanding stuff. Coming here on a little bit drier ground. It's not going to be fast by a long shot, but on drier ground than he saw at Haydock. I think he should really improve. Two back here at Cheltenham, 2 miles 5/8 in Novice Chase. He finished second by 7 lengths. You know, the winner, My Drago, just really took off clear, but this horse was placing well behind him. I thought it was a decent effort. And then Ascot before that in November, and a Class 3 Novice Limited Handicap Chase. Finished second by 3/4 length. They gave him just a little bit too, late there, but he still ran decently. Coming here at 12-1, he's another horse. I'm going to give him a shot off of that subpar race at Haydock. But to recap my selection for the 155, the 4th race from Cheltenham, it's the Grade 3 Paddy Power Handicap Chase. Let's take the 3 horse Whatmore. Give kudos to the 10 horse Torn and Frayed. 3-10-4 Cass Exacta. Let's use them both in the place pot. Let's go to the 5th race at 2:30. It is the Grade 2 Cotswold Chase. It's a Grade 2 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $162,000. Race for 5-year-olds and upwards here in this Gold Cup prep race. We have a field of 5 horses going the distance of ground here of 5,000 meters, or 3 miles and 1/8 over the chase course. I'm going to go here with the top selection of the 5 horse, Simply the Bets. We'll go 5-2-4 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 5-2-4 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Top selection of 5 horse, Simply the Bets. 9-year-old going by Cardio. Harry Coben's on this one for Paul Nichols. Most recently, they ran the horse here on New Year's Day at Cheltenham. 2 miles 5/8 in the Grade 3 New Year's Day Handicap Chase, where he finished second by 1 3/4 lengths. Had a little bit of a high weight. He just couldn't quicken up to his full potential, but he really ran his heart out there. It was improving off the race before, which came on very soft ground, more on the heavier side of soft at Aintree. 3 miles and 1/8 in the Grade 2 Many Clouds Chase, where he didn't finish the race. He pulled up out of it. Protector Freak that they really ran a good race. This horse just wasn't getting into it. And then here at Cheltenham back in November, 2 miles and a half in the Grade 3 Paddy Power Gold Cup Handicap Chase. The horse finished 6th by 5.5 lengths and completely hit the wall on the very fast ground he doesn't like, and off the bench he desperately needed the race there. But coming here off some decent races locally in the past, I think he could really run good runs. Good race today. He's actually a Cheltenham Festival winner, winning here in March of 2020 in the Brown Advisory and Maribel Stable Plate Handicap Chase, winning by 1 1/4 lengths. He put on a show, beat 22 other rivals like a flick of the wrist. It was a very good run. Came back to, in 2022, a little bit of a subpar race, and then you didn't see this horse for another year there. But he won at this fixture 2 years ago, where he won a Novice Handicap Chase very, very easily. He likes the soft stuff. I think he's going to like the extra trip. The 7-2, I'm going to give him a shot. Don't throw out the 2 horse Chantry House. He ran a very disappointing flop in the King George, where he pulled up out of it. I thought you saw a very tired horse getting redemption. Come here to Cheltenham. I think he should really run a good race. If you thought that most recent race at Kempton hasn't been running half bad, but give him a shot also. But it is a head scratch with that last run. But to recap my selection for the 2:30, the 5th race from Cheltenham, it is Grade 2 Cotswold Chase. Let's take as a top selection the 5 horse Simply the Bets. Give kudos to the 2 horse Chantry House. 5-2-4 Tri-Cash Trifecta. 5-2 in the place pot. The 6th race, the 305, it is the Grade 2 Cleeve Hurdle. It's a Grade 2 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse $94,500. Race for 5-year-olds and upwards. Field of 5 horses going the distance of ground here, 4,800 meters, or 3 miles over the hurdle course. I'm going to take here the 3 horse Paisley Park as a top selection. Let's go 3-1-2 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 3-1-2 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Top selection of 3 horse Paisley Park. 10-year-old Gillen by Oscar. Aiden Coleman's on this one for Emma Lavelle. The horse's most recent outing came 18th of December at Ascot. 3 miles in the Grade 1 Code and Long Walk Hurdle. And the horse finished 3rd by 5 1/4 lengths there, and she just never could quicken up. He can never quicken up there. He just, just plodded along and just wasn't excelling there. Before that, in the long distance hurdle in Newbury, 3 miles on 26th November. He finished 3rd by 11 lengths there, and again, he just kind of had no running. He jumped well early on, he showed potential, but then the running he just kind of crumbled there. And then Weatherby in the Bet 365 hurdle, he finished 3rd by 5 1/4 lengths. Wasn't going to win that day. I thought he showed some decent effort. He hasn't been the same horse since December 2020, where he won the long walk at Ascot very, very nicely by a neck, where he just put on a show there, holding on to the victory. Came back to run the festival last year in the Stayers hurdle, where he finished 3rd by 5 lengths, and he just was a little bit too far back and just had a little bit too much ground to make and a few mistakes early on, which cost him. But he ran decently after all said and done. And then he saw a very tired horse after that at Aintree, where he just kind of pulled up out of it. But coming here of some okay efforts. I think he's sitting on that good run. At 4-1, we're going to take him. Your next likely winner is the one-horse champ. He won very nicely in the long walk at Ascot last month. Ran very disappointing in the Gold Cup at Cheltenham here last year. Back to the small obstacles. I think he should really get well also. At 1-2, we'll use him on the ticket, but 1-2 is a very short price. But to recap my selection for the 305, the 6th race from Cheltenham, it's grade 2 Cleeve Hurdle. Let's take 3-horse Paisley Park. Give kudos to the one-horse champ. 3-1-2 Cash Trifecta, 3-1 in the place pod. The 7th race, the 340 now from Cheltenham. It's the grade 2 Ballymore Novices Hurdle. Grade 2 event for Class 1 horses, going for purse $67,500. Race for novice 4-year-olds and upwards. 6 horses are going 4,000 meters or 2.5 miles over the hurdle course. I'm going to go with the 3-horse Balco Coastal as the top selection. Let's go 3-5-1 in the Cash Trifecta. 3-5-1 Cash Trifecta. Top selection 3-horse Balco Coastal. 6-year-old gelded by Coastal Path. Nico Devineville's on this one for Nicky Henderson. The horse's most recent outing came 22nd of December at Ludlow, yielding ground 2 miles in a National Hunt Novice Hurdle, and the horse won by 1/4 lengths with blinkers on, which has been the key with this horse. This horse just kept going at 25 cents to the dollar. Like I said, he just jumped a terrific race and had a lot left in the tank. Come to graded quality horse for the first time, stakes quality horses. He should really improve, and I think, with the going today, he should really go up a lot more. 2 back in Novice Hurdle at Huntington, 2 miles on the 5th of December. He won by 6 lengths, and again, he just had a very easy race, slowly moving his way up, jumping well, and getting the good run, and an all-around good race there. His very disappointing run was in the open National Hunt flat race at Aintree in the bumper, 2 miles and 8th last April. He finished 7th by 24 lengths and just wasn't staying the trip. It just was a very disappointing run. And then before that, he won a bumper at Kempton very, very easily. But that Aintree race was a little bit disappointing. But coming here today off some 2 decent runs, I think he should really fly here today, literally. At 8-5, let's use him on the ticket. So to recap my selection for the 340, the 7th race from Cheltenham, it's the grade 2 Ballymore Novices Hurdle. Let's take the 3-horse Balco Coastal. Let's go 3-5-1 in the Cash Trifecta. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingCat5, and remember to go check out my Pegasus preview from Gulfstream. Good luck, everybody.